I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quick completion to the tight end. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and his defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30, and a first down.
There you go. I love to see that fullback get involved. Take advantage of the defense, sometimes forgetting the fullback. Defenders rarely see offenses that look for the fullback out of the backfield, and here it pays off for a first down.
The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets made on the out route. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to throw for it on third and short. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution, and they come up with 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Nice grab. It's Hilton. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They've got it for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle here, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt marked down about the 30. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down on the 45. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the right side. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
keeping it on the ground here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you lose the battle to line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 3rd and goal to try to run it in. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Return begins inside the 10. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Now it's 2nd down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. The big fullback's got it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. Well, Kurt, Kentucky has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He'll hand it off. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Second and goal for the offense. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. Defense is hanging in there. The incompletion makes it third and goal from the 3. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Kentucky. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They test the middle of the defense but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Gain of 15. And that's good enough.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he's hit just before the throw. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Looks like the Bearcats have 1st and 10 here. They mix it up with a run. He's past the marker and still going. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. to pass. It's Bachmeier. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch made in space. Look out. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throwing the ball again. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it, but give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Back to throw again. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the Bearcats will crank up the tempo. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So here we go, third and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Out of the gun now on third down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
What a call here. 4th and goal, and they keep it on the ground for 6. That sends a big message to this defense. The offense felt they could win up front, and the run here confirms it for 6.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
14.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. QB keeper all the way. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 3. Second down coming up.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. It's the 2-minute timeout, and we've got a blowout developing here. Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And here comes the punter onto the field.
Number 18, on to punter.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Well, one thing we know for sure.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. 1st down and 10. Press coverage now from the secondary. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tight end makes the grab. Will not be brought down. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Throwing off play action. On the run here. Lets it go. This time it's complete. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Here's a carry for the fullback. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A great defensive play, and that should do it for the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Kentucky. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Cincinnati, 21.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Patterson. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. He escapes the pocket. Looking deep down the middle. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now. The incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Over the middle, it's Hilton. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new...
He's going for a big play downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hilton. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. They come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
1st down, looking for more now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st down, it's play action. He's looking deep here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
And they'll take over.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks free with room to run. He's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they tack on the extra point. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll run it here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the tailback's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
It's 4th down and 4 as you try to keep the drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looking downfield. It's Bachmeier. Pass rush gets home.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the help? They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Makes a quick catch. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. That's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern with this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offense. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return.
Cincinnati offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. On the run, it's Daniels. Has the first down, is still going. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. I'm locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Gain of 23 on the play.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Bachmeier. Looking deep to the right side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's in the clear. We finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball down.